Okay. I think this is working. I just had a lot of technical issues all happen at once. So my number one issue is, can you hear me? Yes. Okay. Cool. Good start. Good start. All right. So for now, that's working. I like it. All right. You can see me. You can hear me. All right. So number two, I'm starting today, or I'm writing on a new surface instead of writing on my just computer laptop, which is what I've been doing. Okay, I'm using something else. So this is the first time that I'm trying it with the math. So my handwriting will probably be very. I mean, it's already sloppy. I get that. I don't have the best handwriting, but it'll be even worse now. But I'm trying my best here, getting used to this new way of writing. So just kind of bear with me. Luckily, we only have 2 examples to do, and then we'll be good. Okay. All right, all right. So I hope everyone's having a good day. I'm sure you all missed me yesterday. Didn't have class. It's very sad. I missed you all. Right? um, but I'm sure you guys all still got together and talked, and maybe had a nice Zoom, and just had a lot of fun talking about life, sharing stories about your family from quarantine, just all that good stuff. That's my assumption. Having the best day ever. Wow, that's great. Why the best day ever? It was a very boring afternoon. I'm sorry, Matt. I'm sorry you couldn't come to this stream and listen to random BS for an hour with bits of math sprinkled in. Cassidy's gonna buy a Nintendo Switch. Well, I don't know how you're gonna manage that. We're gonna have to see your presentation on why you deserve to be able to buy a Nintendo Switch. Woke up, finished design and draw project. Good stuff. Here we go. Are you ready? High-fiving in 3, 2, 1. If you didn't high five, then I don't know what to tell you, but that's messed up. Then ate some chocolate. All right, that's pretty good. Went to the shop to pick up my car. Good deal. Came home, watched episodes of Friday Night Lights. Now we're talking. Got a new bike. Oh, nice. Like a motorcycle? Very chill. What kind are we talking here? Now I'm in math. Mozzarella sticks are in the oven. Hey, boy. Oh, boy. Okay, well, that is a good day overall. It sounds like. So I'm happy for you. Said got a bike at a rough time because it was really nice for a while, and then now it's been super cold this week, and I think it's going to continue to be cold. Was it supposed to rain today? I haven't looked outside. Gravel racing bike. Bye, Megan. it's warming up. Okay. All right. Might have to head out and see how it goes. Dang it. What were you saying? What were you saying before you were cut off by Nightbot? Isn't it gonna snow? I heard that earlier. Someone was saying that. I don't know if it's actually going to. It's so cold. Yeah, let's see. What is it right now? 47 right now. Raining soon. or raining now. When is it raining? Ooh. Yeah. Definitely seeing some rain here until like 3-ish, around there. So it's like 70 on your birthday. That's cool. Friday morning, 6. Slippers weren't doing enough. That's tough. Who would have thought on April 16th you'd need slippers because it was 40 degrees outside? That's pretty harsh. My parents can't work the thermostat. What does that even mean? It's just like a dial, right? You turn it or you hit the button, 72 or whatever. What kind of crazy thermostat do you guys have that you have to like enter in a passcode, solve a riddle, beat a race, win a race? Mom said if I went to math class that we could go to Liberty and put a Nintendo Switch. That'll be really beneficial. Mom doesn't love me that much. Which mom, Megan? Poppy or your real mom? Finley, that's right. Finley knows better. Me too. You're gonna play Animal Crossing. Yeah, this is becoming an Animal Crossing stream soon. Right. It's mostly still a Connect 4 stream. I've still been dominating Connect 4. Don't worry, let me help you guys out here. I'm still on a hot streak. Wow, I know, right? It's impressive. Beating this many teenagers at Connect 4, a game for 9-year-olds, it's pretty impressive. You want to play Connect 4? Well, I tried. You guys didn't want to. So, Connect 4 is banned from this class. Whole new level of gaming, that's right. Twitch is just uncovering the Connect 4 section. It's about to explode. That's not fair, all caps. Oh, man. All right, let's do some math. Let's get this done. All right, so we did these two examples yesterday. I don't have, again, all my stuff broke, so I've lost that information right now. I might be able to recover it later, but I told you, all my stuff just exploded at once. But so these are the two examples we did. So let's continue. Sorry, and do, starting with this one. Right, of the partial fraction decomposition. So first goal, right, and again, I'm using a new surface to write on, so bear with me. It's probably going to be sloppier than usual, right? First thing, I need to factor this by 10 money. All right, so looking at this, I can see that this would factor into x minus 2 and x plus 1. Hold on. God, this stuff is so messed up today. Okay, x minus 2, x plus 1. So let me rewrite that. 5x minus 4 over x minus 2 times x plus 1. Right, and our goal is to split this up. So for one of the denominators, I'll use my first factor, x minus 2, and then I'll use x plus 1. And the question is just, we're trying to figure out what should go on these. So we'll just fill this in with capital A and capital B. Make your line straight or else. I can't. This is like the first time I've ever taught a class on this Surface, this tablet that I'm using now. Because I can't use my school one. And I don't want to use my school one. It sucks anyways. Got deleted. Okay, so I just have to get good at this one. Just going to take me some practice. This is better than when I started off using my school one last year. So I have high hopes for myself here. Excuses. That's right. I will always have an excuse. All right, let's multiply by the LCD, which is x minus 2, x plus 1. So all of this will get distributed to each of these terms. Right, and we just have to think about what will cancel whenever we do that. So on the left side of the equation, that whole denominator is going to cancel, just leaving me with 5x minus 4. A, the x minus 2's will cancel, so just a times x plus 1. And then b, the x plus 1's will cancel, so just times x minus 2. We'll distribute those, multiply this stuff out. Plus bx minus 2b. And I'm going to go ahead and rearrange some stuff so that the x terms are together and the other terms are together. So 5x minus 4 equals ax plus bx plus a minus 2b. You should get an iPad. All right, Cassidy, we get it. You work for Apple now, and so you get commission for advertising iPads to people. All right, get out of here. So from here, we're going to factor out any terms that we have. So from this first one, I'm going to factor out the x from the ax and the bx. And then the a minus 2b, there's nothing I can factor out of that. So I'm still going to group these together though in their own parentheses, just so I know that these things should go together. And comparing the two sides of this equation, right? So I have 5x a plus bx, so it must be true that 5, whatever a and b are, whenever I add them together, it has to be that I get 5. And same thing with this negative 4. It has to be then the only stuff that's left, so whenever I do a minus 2b, it's going to have to give me negative 4. So I'm going to create a system of equations. First off, 5 equals a plus b. Negative 4 equals a minus 2b. Use my promo code. Hey, hold on. I'm the one with the sponsorships. I'm the one that gives out the promo codes. All right? Don't take my thing here. All right? And then you're like trying to pretend like you're getting a Nintendo Switch because apparently you're hired by Nintendo as well. From here, it's just solving a system of equations. This would be easy to do by substitution. So first, if I subtract b from both sides, and then take this, plug it in for A here. So negative 4 equals A, 5 minus B, minus 2B. So 5 minus 3B. Minus 5 on both sides, so negative 9 equals negative 3B. So I get B equals 3. Use my other promo code. Cassidy also loves Nintendo Switch. What's the percentage off that we get for that promo code, though? Also 29%. Right. If we know B, then we can figure out A, because A is just 5 minus B. So 5 minus 3. A is 2. So back to our original problem. So 5x minus 4 over x squared minus x minus 2. Using partial fraction decomposition is a over x minus 2, so 2 over x minus 2, plus b over x plus 1, so plus 3 over x plus 1. Whoa, okay, rough. Let's try again. Nope. All right, so I'm working on the long straight lines across is pretty rough. Maybe I have to go slower. Okay. Only 13.678%. That's tough. You passed out? Like from vaping or what? Dehydration. Oh, good. And starvation. Wonderful. Do you guys still, even though you don't go to school every day, do you still just go to your bathrooms at home to vape? Or, you know, how does that work? Do you guys go to your bathrooms and steal the knobs off the faucets? Just so you can keep that pattern of what you do at school with what you do at home, you know, stay consistent. Seems like it would be important. Jewel pods instead of meals. That makes sense along with the rest of your diet. It sounds about on par with the rest of it. Steal the knobs off your own sink. Okay, that's smart. Since your parents don't know where they went, they're trying to wash their hands. Took all the mirrors off. That's good. Do you guys kick in the doors to your bathroom so that there's just like big holes in the, you know, just in the door, like there would be in the stall? All the time. Very smart. Okay. There's no door in my bathroom. Cool. All right, so starting off with this one, I first need to factor the denominator. I think that, so there's 4 terms, which makes me think that I'm going to need to factor by grouping. So I'm going to look at these first 2 terms. GCF is x squared. Look at the second 2 terms. GCF is minus 4. Remember, it's super important if we're factoring by grouping that we ended up with the same factors here. So x minus 4 times x plus 1. However, looking at this, x squared minus 4, that's a difference of 2 squares, so we can continue factoring that. X minus 2 times x plus 2 times x plus 1. When I misbehave, my mom threatens to take away my bathroom or bedroom door. Yikes. Has she ever actually done it? Have you gotten it taken away? It's always a line. That's why you're late to class. That makes sense. I don't think you're joking, but does she ever actually? Have you ever actually gotten it taken away? That's the question. Finley, you have? Man. You guys are some bad kids. Why can't you just be boring nerds like you are in class? I just get... Okay, well... Alright, back to my math problem. X plus 2... Wait, I can't see. So there's 3 factors, so I need 3 fractions. X minus 2, x plus 2, x plus 1, A, B, and C. Because remember, we create a factor, we create a term for each factor, a fraction for each factor. Multiply by the LCD. So that'd be x plus 2, x minus 2, x plus 1. Gets distributed everywhere. On the left side, that entire denominator will cancel. So x squared plus 1 equals A. So the x minus 2 will cancel, but that still means there's x plus 2 and x plus 1. Plus B, x plus 2 cancels, but that means there's still an x minus 2 and an x plus 1. Plus C, x plus 1 cancels, but that still means there's x plus 2, x minus 2. Okay, I'm not going to write out the steps for each of those, but you're just foiling. X plus 2 times x plus 1, x squared plus 3x plus 2. X minus 2 times x plus 1, x squared minus x. Oops. X squared minus x minus 2. X plus 2 times x minus 2. X squared minus 4. All right. Now we have to go through, distribute everything. Ax squared plus 3ax plus 2a plus bx squared minus bx minus 2b plus cx squared minus 4c. Okay, now we group things together, like terms. All right, so for example, ax squared, bx squared, cx squared, so these are all like terms. So I'll go ahead and also just factor out the x squared from each of those. 3ax minus bx. All right, and I'll factor out the x from those, so 3a minus b times x. And then 2a minus 2b minus 4c. Equals x squared plus 1. I feel like this isn't too much worse than my normal writing, right? Like it's a bit more kind of like up and down, but I feel like it's not super worse. It's not great. I get it. Okay, are we okay with what I did here? I combined two steps into one. I grouped the like terms, and then from those like terms, I factored out the x squared, and then did the same thing with the like terms. Those are green ones, but factored out the x. And then that pink stuff is just, there's no x or x squared, so I just group all that together at the end. I will take your resounding silence as complete understanding. That's what it must be, at least, as far as I know. Yes, okay. I don't know that I... Okay. All right. Crickets. I need a soundboard that has funny noises on it. All right. Oh, I don't need to do that here. Okay, now I can go from here to creating my system. So a plus b plus c should be the same thing as this coefficient, which, even though it's not there, but this coefficient is 1. So my first equation, a plus b plus c equals 1. Three a minus b, well, there is no x term over here. Right, so what we do is we think of that as like there's a 0x. So 3a minus b equals 0. And then 2a minus 2b minus 4c should all be equal to whatever's left over. So in this case, just positive 1. Mean ocean water. Nah, ocean water. Ocean water's alright. It's not bad. Okay, so here's my system. From here, just solve. Either solve by elimination, solve by substitution. I'm looking at this middle equation. That's a 3a minus b. So if I substitute that in somewhere, I still have a problem of I'll have two variables. So I'm going to use this like we did in our 3 variable systems before. I'm going to mark this for use later. And I'm going to eliminate c in these other 2 equations as well. So I'm going to multiply this by 4. So 4a plus 4b plus 4c equals 4. And then 2a minus 2b minus 4c equals 1. So this one got multiplied by 4. Now when I add these two equations together, 6a plus 2b equals 5. And this is my second important equation. So I'll write these two red ones together. 3a minus b equals 0. 6a plus 2b equals 5. I'm going to solve this by substitution, so I rearrange and get 3a equals b. I'll take the 3a and plug it in here. 6a plus 2 times 3a equals 5. So 6a plus 6a equals 5. 12a equals 5. A equals 5/12. Maybe. I don't have the work in front of me. I thought this turned out to be a integer, a whole number. Did I go wrong somewhere? Did I skip over a number or something? I can't remember. I can't remember if this turns out to be an integer or a fraction. It's fine if it's a fraction. I just don't want to go on if it's not supposed to be. I'm just studying through this. X plus 2, x minus 2. Can you even see if I did anything wrong? I assume not, since no one actually pays attention to what I'm saying, but that's fine. Seems fine. Could be. Just don't want to go on if I did mess something up. Because I can't for the life of me remember whenever I did this what the answer was that I got. see. Just want to be cautious. Okay. All right. We should be good. All right. I think we are good. All right. Just wanted to make sure and make sure we weren't going through and doing any ugly fractions for no reason. So this is correct. A equals 5/12. Can dogs get corona? Yes. So we know that 3 times A equals B. So 3 times 5/12 equals B. So that simplifies. 3 over 12 simplifies into 1 over 4. So 5/4 is B. Do the answers on the PFA consist of fractions? There are some that do. Yes, it can happen. Not all of them, but some. And then if I don't, at the end of this problem, remind me to talk about how the answers are input on the PFA as well. Okay. Oh, shoot. Oh, my pen. No. I got it. We're good. Don't fret. All right. And then lastly, we just have to figure out what C is. So let's use that first equation, A plus B plus C equals 1. Oh no, I don't want the dotted line. Solid line. There we go. Okay. A, so 5/12 plus B, 5/4 plus C equals 1. Therefore, C equals, not C again, C just equals 1 minus 5/4 minus 5/12. So let's change all this to twelfths. So 1 would be 12/12. 5/4 would be 15/12. Right, just multiplying top and bottom by 3. And then minus 5/12. 12 minus 15 is -3. -3 minus 5 is -8. So -8/12. -3/4. Okay, so going back to my partial fraction decomposition, right, so where I started, so it was x squared plus 1 over x cubed plus x squared, I don't remember from there, minus 4x minus 4, equals oh yeah, sorry. Oops. Got ahead of myself. Thank you. You do listen. You do look at the math. Yay. So here, not 2/4. Let's just erase and rewrite. Right. Minus 2/3. Okay, so first fraction was what? X minus 2, x plus 2, x plus 1. Okay. So x minus 2, x plus 2, x plus 1. So A, These are all fractions, so I'm going to go ahead and put these all in parentheses. A is 5/12, so I'm going to put the 5 up here and the 12 down here. B is 5/4, so I'll put the 5 up here and the 4 down here. C is -2/3, so I'll put a minus sign here, 2 in the numerator, 3 in the denominator. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm really bad at this part. Not okay, it's not horrific. This is hard. I'm working on it. Can't you just be proud of me for doing something new and trying my best, you know? Thank you. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. That makes you feel good. That's what I needed. If this were the PFA, so let's go back to like this one. On the PFA, what happens is it gives you like this answer, but then puts a question mark here and here. And it asks you to input what should go here. So in this case, we solved and found that B is 3. So on your answer, this is not a multiple choice answer. This is you have to type in the answer. You would type in +3 because the plus would go here and the 3 would go here. All right, that's what these partial fraction decompositions look like on the PFA, where it'll give you some of it. So it'll pretty much give you like what the factoring is. You don't have to worry about the factoring on the PFA. You just then will have to go through and solve for A or solve for B or solve for C, and then type in if it's a negative value, then put a minus sign in this middle part, and then 3 or whatever it is. And then the other big thing to remember, I showed a bunch of examples like these yesterday. That if you have something to an exponent, so like x plus 2 would go here, we have x cubed, so you have to kind of build up each one. So you'd have to first do just x, and then x squared, and then x cubed. And so you'd have a, b, c, d. All right, so just remember that if you end up with exponents in the denominator because you have some factor squared, you have to use the linear form of the factor, the quadratic form, the cubic form, etc., however many there are. I sent you a homework assignment. Definitely practice those. All right, I don't need you to send it to me. But partial fractions are certainly a bit complicated. It is essentially just skills we've learned before, right? LCD of rational expressions. We did that when we solved rational equations during function behavior. And solving systems of equations. We just talked about that not too long ago, like last week. But putting it all together and not messing up anything and kind of figuring out how we rearrange stuff and solve, it can be a little tricky. So get the pattern down in your head. I think there's 5 questions on that assignment that I sent you. Do some practice on those, especially the tougher ones, to make sure that you can get through it. This is 100% something that you'll see again in calculus, because we'll we'll have to do things like this and then use our answer to then do something else. But it's fun. Anything for me? Questions, comments? Sorry, anything relevant? We need to play Connect 4. I'm trying to help your record. I appreciate that. I gotta go now though. But how about tomorrow? We'll play tomorrow. How's that? Guaranteed, 100% tomorrow, bruh. Yeah, now you know how I feel whenever I wanted to play Connect 4 with you guys. Tomorrow, I swear. I have my word as a math teacher. I can't break that word. That's a sacred oath. Okay. Deal. All right. So, I will see you guys later. Have a great rest of your day. Get out in that warm weather. I can tell as I look outside, it's super nice. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for a good Friday. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. See you guys.